Tyrese Hunter, and Marcus Carr. Coach, congratulations. You're in the Elite Eight.
Yes, sir. We're excited about it. I'd like to just start off by passing my condolences and prayers off to Willie Cager. We lost him this past week. He was a true pioneer in college athletics. He was on that 1966 national championship team in El Paso. And, boy, no one loved basketball more than Willie. And I just wanted to make sure I recognized him tonight. Excited for our guys. I thought we played one of our better defensive games tonight that we played all year. Played against a really good Xavier offensive team that really pushes the ball hard in transition and makes you really have to guard on offense. They play with great pace of play. A lot of respect for Sean Miller as a coach in his program. But again, proud of my guys on how they came out and really put their will on this game from start to finish. It was a really good team win for us tonight.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Let's go to questions. Our first one is going to be on your left in the back.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN, for Marcus and Tyrese. If the decision were up to you, would you make that man your permanent head coach? And also, what has he done to help you all get to this point after everything you endured?
Tyrese, why don't you take that one first?
We just living in the moment, you know. He tell us every day, seize the moment, live where your feet is. And, you know, we try not to look too far down the road and just, you know, see how we can get better each and every day. He helped us from day one, since the summertime, just keeping it real with us, you know, want to develop our games and getting us ready for moments like this.
And like we said, you know, for the past 2 years for me, since day one, you know, meeting RT, he's been nothing but an amazing coach. A guy who's pushed me to get better, and he is my head coach. So.
Okay, let's stay on the left.
David Smale, Field Level Media. Coach, I'm sure you had somebody scouting the first game. What is your intention on stopping Nigel Pack?
You're not going to let me enjoy this for one night, huh? No, you know what? Nigel Pack, he's a terrific player. You know, he's a first-team All-Big 12 performer a year ago. He's a guy that, you know, everybody in the league, we had the game plan for him, you know, a year ago at K-State. Really good shooter, really good offensive player, just a really good cerebral basketball player. Knows how to play the game the right way, plays with great pace. But he's got other great teammates over there. That's a great team over there. Their guard plays really good. They share the basketball really well in terms of passing the basketball. Their interior players play really well today against a really physical Houston team. But nothing but respect for Coach Larinaga and what he's been able to do over the course of his career. His teams just win. So we know we'll have our hands full with the really good Miami Ball Club.
Okay, you're on the front.
Thomas Jones, Last American Statesman. Two-part. First, Coach, I'm going to ask you, how's Dylan DeSoon? What are his chances of playing Sunday? And then for either of the guys, when Dylan went down, how did that change, if it changed anything, how you approached the game, and what did y'all do to make up for his absence?
You know, our training staff's done a great job all year long. Warren, we've got the best in the business. And, you know, we've been working with Dylan all week long, and we showed some good progress. And then we take a step back, show some progress. But nevertheless, they worked it all week, you know. And the last thing you want to do is put a young man out there that's not ready to go full tilt. I wanted to give him that moment, though, to start the game and have a couple trips because he's worked so hard and he's earned the right to be here in a regional and play in a regional. And but we knew we weren't going to have him very much in this game tonight. We'll continue to go day to day with his progress. But we got the best in the business working with him. But we won't put him out there unless he's full tilt to go. I thought these guys here have been great teammates all year, and we've all played all year long. Next man up. And they had his back tonight in a big way. He's carried us. These guys had his back tonight.
Now on the aisle.
Hello. Jeff Howe, Horns 24/7. Rodney, I know you've talked all year about everything starts for you guys on defense, but just talk about the job your guys did, especially on the perimeter tonight to, you know, limit solely to what they did. And Kunkel and those guys didn't really get going until late.
Yeah, no, we did a really good job of not giving those guys a lot of separation. Tyrese was terrific early in the game on Boom. I mean, he did a great job against Sule, not really letting him get comfortable, get to his sweet spot to where he could score the basketball. You know, really made him uncomfortable for a better part of the first half. We knew he was going to come out. He's too good a player to completely shut down. You just want to continue to contain him. and the competitor that he is, he's going to continue to play. But we did a great job really guarding their perimeter players tonight. And a lot of that goes to Marcus and Timmy and Terry, all those guys. Every guy came in and really tried to play hard defensively. You know what Tyrese was doing from start to finish with a really good offensive player.
Coaches left.
Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman. For all three guys, you had some foul problems. You knew Dylan was going to be limited, and you just didn't let up. What does it say about the resolve of this team? And for you, Coach, what kind of advantage is it to have old guys that don't panic in moments like this?
Why don't we start with Marcus?
Yeah, like you said, we knew, before the game that we wouldn't have Dylan for the whole game. So, like Coach said, all year long we've had that next man up mentality. A couple weeks ago we didn't have TA in the Big 12 championship, and other guys stepped up. So we just wanted to really play for him. We knew how much this would mean to him. We all got emotional in there just knowing that he wouldn't be out there, but we all knew the job that we had to do for him. So CB obviously stepped up in a big way and played to the ability that we know he can, and he helped us a lot. And everybody out there really stepped up their game in place of Dylan, and we're going to continue to do that.
Tyrese.
Exactly what Marcus said. We just having that mindset. Next guy is always ready in our bench and being deep. And coaches do a good job of, preparing us for moments like this, just in case stuff like this happens, in a moment like this. So just go out there and play hard and just have each other back.
We were here in the same position a couple weeks ago in the Big 12 tournament. We didn't have Timmy Allen, very productive player for us over the course of the season. We didn't have him for 3 games. Other guys got a chance to step up and had opportunities. I thought CB came in and gave us some incredible minutes for a better part of the game. I thought Brock came in and gave us great minutes. I thought Dylan Mitchell, did his part in terms of what we needed to do. But this has been a very, resilient team all year long. And, we've been in this position before. And, when you play in that Big 12 league, you've been battle tested. And, it's not anything you really hadn't faced all year long. Foul trouble, an injured guy. You just keep playing and keep working the game for 40 minutes.
We have about 5 minutes to go in this interview session. Our next question will go here on the right.
Nick Moll, San Antonio Express News. Yeah, Rodney, obviously if Dylan was out there, he probably would have spent a lot of time guarding their 7-footer. Without him, I think he had 15, but he took 19 shots to get there. Just what did you think of the job that, CB and Dylan did, and then just, the on-ball defense of Tyrese and Marcus and how that kind of impacted what Xavier wanted to do?
Well, we knew, Dick, we're going to try to keep these guys uncomfortable in the full court and also in the half court. So our pressure defense up the floor, trying to take the ball out of Sule's hand and make somebody else initiate offense was going to be really big for us. They're a big hit-ahead team. We needed to try to limit, their pace of play up the floor. Thought our guys did a really good job of that. We worked on that the majority of the week. We need a big fella could be a factor in the game. We're going to have to try to block him and Hunter out. Hunter had been playing really well for those guys as well. And, at half, I think they had 6 offensive rebounds. We knew we had to come out and do a better job of blocking those guys out and keeping them off the glass. But really, proud of the way our guys battled. I thought CB, I thought Brock used their quickness in there. Dylan Mitchell used his quickness. We knew we were going to use Timmy in the post as well. And again, I think all those guys by committee really got in there and tried to do the job for us.
Okay, here on the extreme left.
Okay, for any of the 3 of you, we talked about the fact you were here 2 weeks ago. Does familiarity with the surroundings, with the crowd, with the court, with the rims, the backdrop, anything, does that help you as you come back here to T-Mobile?
You just want one of them?
Any of them.
Okay, we'll call on Tyrese.
Like you said, we've been here before. A lot of these guys and us, we played in the Big 12, played in this arena. I say, just having our fans coming out, having that support. Any team we play is going to be a big game for us. And, just come out and just be us.
Okay, here on the front left.
CBS Sports, Rodney. For those of us that don't know, when was Dylan hurt? How was he hurt? Because it was described as a bone bruise. And what is his availability for Sunday?
Well, again, it'll be day-to-day right now at the moment. He got injured in the last ball game. In our last ball game, and we started, the next day we immediately started, trying to work on treatment and trying to see what we can do to try to put him in the best position, hopefully at the end of this week, to be in a position to play. We made some pretty good progress at one point, and then, we had a setback or two. And, again, we have the best in the business working with him. And we'll put him out there if he's 100%, but we're not going to put a young man who has a great future ahead of him out on the floor if he's not ready to be out on the floor.
I think we have some media on Zoom. Let's take a question from them, Alfred.
Corey Mose, please unmute yourself. Identify your affiliation and ask your question.
Corey Mose, KVU Sports. Congratulations on the win tonight, fellas, and of course, Coach. 2 questions. One for Marcus. When you hit that circus shot, when the shot clock was running down, is that when you knew it was going to be y'all's night? And then for Coach Terry, throughout the season, we've seen your squad interact with the crowd, interact with the fans, say whenever there's a run going on. So tonight, I saw a moment you were trying to corral Jabari and Timmy to the huddle. So how do you balance letting them show that confidence as hoopers, but then also keeping them focused for the job at hand?
I would say from our first couple possessions, just the way we were guarding on defense and our intensity and seeing how everybody was locked in, I knew that we were here to play. Obviously, me hitting that shot, it didn't hurt at all. It was nice to see that one go in and not have that possession be empty. But really, I know whenever we're locked in or whenever we have a really good chance to win the game is when we're locked in on defense, and I see our intensity and everybody's just really locked into the game plan.
Okay, we are virtually out of time. We'll have one last question in the back on the left.
Payne Williams, Daily Texan. Coach, you've been coaching these big games at Texas since the early 2000s under Coach Barnes. How do you think those experiences and big games have prepared you for tonight?
Well, again, I think, you learn over the course of the NCAA tournament, you have to play the game for 40 minutes. And, we're a pretty emotional team. A lot of times we feed off of our emotions in terms of how hard we play. And I've got an older team that really understands, playing with poise, playing with emotion, but also trying to finish the game as well. In the NCAA tournament, you got to play start to finish. I mean, even if you're up 15, you're up 20, you got to play it all the way to the end. And, I think over the course of my career, you learn that in terms of, anything can happen in March. That's why it's the madness. So, I think just really trying to steer these guys to continue to want to play for 40 minutes. You can't waste 20 minutes. Every possession is valuable in the NCAA tournament, and continue to want more. I mean, each round. I mean, don't be satisfied. We'll enjoy this victory for one night like we have all year long, and we'll be on to the next challenge, and very quickly with a quick turnaround against a really good Miami team. We'd like to just say thank God for this opportunity. God put us in this position today. We wouldn't be here, without him giving us this opportunity today.
Okay, Coach, Tyrese and Marcus, thank you for being with us. Congratulations on your victory, and we will see you tomorrow. The first interview session begins at 2:50, and that will be Texas. So thank you again.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.